Hey folks, Jer here at The View with the match day preview, joined shortly by Andrew Dalton, aka LUFC Stats, with the key watch-outs. I'm going to start you off with getting into this game. Leeds coming into this game on the back of probably what is the best 45 minutes that Leeds have put in under Daniel Farke, followed by 45 minutes that allowed Daniel Farke to rest some players and hold back some minutes and get some extra recovery time in the bank for key players. Leicester come into this game. Their manager Maresca has described this as just another game and another 3 points for them. He has also said that he expects Leeds to be a counter-attacking side in this game and is mindful of Leeds' speed in transition. Leicester, he says, are looking to dominate possession in this game, and for me, this game for me will be lot won and lost in the midfield battle between either Glenn Kamara, Ethan Ampadu, Keenan Dewsbury Hall and Harry Winks as well, all having fantastic seasons. In terms of the team news, we'll get into that right now. Leicester will be without Yunus Akgun, who is out again this week. Wilfred Ndidi, who did train this week for Leicester, is out after picking up a bit of an issue this week, muscular issues, both of them. Tom Cannon returns but is not guaranteed to be involved. Maresca said a late check will be done on him before the game, although he has had some minutes and has trained some time this week. Leeds are boosted by the return of Junior Firpo. He is back in contention for the squad this week. Not guaranteed to be involved, but is in contention for the game. Chris Somerville was suffering with a bit of cramp at the back end of the game and was rested. He's still building up those minutes from injuries he had in pre-season and lack of minutes during his pre-season. Joe Rodon, a heavily strapped thigh in the game last week. Had a bit of a hamstring injury, but he should also be fine coming into this game after training this week as well. Outside of that, Leeds are pretty much only missing Stuart Dallas and Jed Spence coming to this game, who both should be back and available for Leeds after the international break. Form guide wise, both teams in excellent form. Leicester obviously running away with a record setting pace at the top of the league, have a huge gap over Leeds. This will be a game for Leeds to at least keep Leicester exactly where they are. This for me is a must not lose game for Leeds, more so than it is a must win. An away point against Leicester in very high form would be a decent point and would keep them within arm's reach of Leeds coming into the back end of the season there. In terms of the form guide, we'll get into that now. Leicester, a record-setting start, as we said, 1 defeat all season and have had 5 wins in their last 5 games. They have clocked up 11 goals in that period and conceded 2. Leeds back to winning ways after the Stoke game, 4 wins and 1 loss in the last 5, scoring 10 goals and conceding just 5. Some in details to keep an eye on coming into this game, some the things you should watch out for, or at least know about coming into this game. We'll start off with Leicester. Leicester have won their last 2 home games against Leeds, a 1-0 win in March 2022 and a 2-0 win in October 2022. Leeds, however, have had 1 win in their last 9 league games against Leicester, a 3-1 away win in January 2021 that came under Marcelo Bielsa. Leicester have won their last 9 games, club's joint longest run in the Football League. They did have a very long running spell that levelled that in their last promotion campaign to the Premier League. Leeds have won 4 of their last 5 games, as we've already said, but have lost 2 of their last 3 on the road and will want to fix that going into this game. Only Kieran Dewsbury Hall with 11 has been involved in more championship goals this season than Leeds' Chris Somerville, who has 10, with 8 of those coming in the last 5 appearances, 5 goals and 3 assists. Leeds will need to be clinical with this game. Leeds will need to take their chances when they come along. We can't be wasteful as we have been this season in terms of chances being created, big chances being created by the likes of Jorginho Rutter and Chris Somerville and not being converted. In the back situation, Leeds will want to be tight and not give up many chances. Leicester have been free scoring this season and will score goals if given opportunities. We won't get away with some of the one-on-ones we've let people away with this season, but Leeds will need to be very, very tight and very, very organised in the midfield. Will be key to that, both going forward for Leeds in developing moves and covering the back 4 in making sure Leeds are kept tight at the back. I honestly believe this game will be won or lost in midfield. I really, really do. I think it's got to be a battle. Whoever can win that battle, I think, will dictate what happens in this game. Will Leeds change system? Will they put another midfielder in and maybe take Pirro out of the firing line or swap him with Jorginho Rutter and put an additional midfielder? Leeds did struggle against Southampton's 3 midfield when we played them earlier on this season. Will Leeds look to learn the lessons from Southampton and bulk up the middle of the park, or will Leeds focus on what they've done and hope for a better performance from ourselves? Leicester have been behind in games this season. This will be very much a game of fitness as well, because they have come in and won games late. They have been able to dig out wins when they haven't been playing particularly well or have been behind in games coming into this. Leeds, on the opposite side, Leeds will need to start fast in this game. We've seen how impressive Leeds can be when they start quickly, and we've seen how Leeds can struggle in a 90-minute game when they struggle to get out of the blocks quickly in the game. Leeds will want to put 2 45 minutes together here, which we haven't really done this season to the level that we will need to in order to beat Leicester. And moving into players that have played for both, I know I said I wouldn't do the historical ones, but there's no current players playing for each team, so we are going to have a quick look at some historical numbers now. Kasper Schmeichel played for Leeds from 2010 to 2011, clocking up 37 appearances, but was at Leicester between 2011 and 2022, picking up 414 appearances and a Premier League title. Willie Bell, 1960 to 1967 for Leeds, 204 appearances, was at Leicester from 67 to 69, where he made 49 appearances. Mike Whitlow, 88 to 92 at Leeds, 77 appearances, 92 to 97 at Leicester, making 147 appearances. Matt Heaton, 2006 to 2007 on loan, made 41 appearances for Leeds in the loan move, and then was permanent between 07 and 08, making 43 appearances, made 50 appearances for Leicester. Paddy Kisnorbo, former captain of Leeds, 2009 to 2013, making 49 appearances, was a Leicester player from 05 to 09, making 126 appearances. David Rennie, 1986 to 1989, made 101 appearances for Leeds, and was with Leicester from 82 to 86, making 21 appearances. Gary McAllister, 1990 to 1996 with Leeds, 231 appearances, but was at Leicester from 85 to 90, Leeds bottom from Leicester. He made 201 appearances there. Matt Jones, dogged by injury in his career, was at Leeds from 97 to 2000, making 23 appearances. He left Leeds to join Leicester in 2000 and was there till 2004, where he made 27 appearances. Max Gradle, taken from Leicester to Leeds on loan between 2009 and 2011, 77 appearances for Leeds between his loan spell and his permanent move. He was at Leicester from 2006 to 2010, all up with loan spells included in there, and made 27 appearances for them. Jermaine Beckford at Leeds from 2006 to 2010, got us a League One promotion, 126 appearances, another ex-captain, and was at Leicester from 2011 to 2013, where he made 43 appearances. And then Alan Sniffer Clark, 1967 to 78 for Leeds, 273 appearances, in FA Cup, loads of league in there, and a couple of European trophies as well, but was bought by Leeds from Leicester in 1969, where he'd made 36 appearances in his one season there. That's going to be it for me. I'm going to hand over to Andrew Dalton, aka LUF Stats, with the things to keep an eye out for.
Well, here we go again. It's a big one, isn't it? It's a big one this weekend for both Leeds United and Leicester City, as Leeds United made their 14th visit to the King Power Stadium. And it's not really been a bit of a happy hunting ground for Leeds United since making their debut there back in September 2003. With the debuts of Solomon Alambe and Rocky Jr., Leeds lost 4-0 at the King Power in front of the Sky cameras, hoping for a better performance this time around in front of the Sky cameras, looking at only for their third victory at the King Power Stadium. The first came back in November 2011, actually. I think they're very similar, when Adam Clayton scored an absolute screamer at the Leeds end past Kasper Schmeichel in our first victory down at the King Power. And our second victory came in COVID times, a very different time period, back in January 2001, when Leeds won by 3-1. Stuart Dallas, Patrick Bamford and Jack Harrison, the goal scorers there. So we haven't got a great record. We also lost the last two games. The first was Jesse Marsh's first game in charge back in March 2022. And then last year, back in October 2022, when Leeds lost by the same scoreline. The good news is for Leeds, Harvey Barnes doesn't play for Leicester City anymore, so he can't get on the score sheet. Other stats to sort of look into for Leeds' trip to Leicestershire: it's the 130th game between Leeds United and Leicester City. Leeds have won 46, Leicester have won 48, and there have been 35 draws, so it's quite close overall. And funnily enough, Leicester City are one of the few clubs that we've played in all divisions. We've obviously played them in the Premier League, we've played them in the Championship, we've played them in League One, when Leicester City won 1-0 at the King Power. Steve Howe scored in the last minute of that game. We've also played them in the old First Division, and we've also played them in the old Second Division, of course, back in 89-90. We had the famous victory at Ellen Road when Gordon Strachan scored the winner. However, back at Filbert Street, as it was back then, we were defeated by 4-3. Carl Shaw actually went in goal for that one when Mervyn Day was injury-stricken. Should Daniel Farke get victory? I know it's very early days in his tenureship. He's won 8 out of 16 at the moment. He's on a 50% winning record at the moment. Obviously, Don Rev is on 53%, and I know it's very, very early days, but Daniel Farke is just behind Don Rev, and if he could potentially win game number 9 out of 17, he will also move up the rankings for Leeds United managers. Some player stats to look out for: Sam Byram and Patrick Bamford both made the 157th appearance for Leeds United against Huddersfield Town, the win last week. They could potentially both draw level with Ross McCormack, who is on 158 appearances. Captain Liam Cooper, who came on for the second half for Joe Rodon, who looks like he's going to pass fitness tests, is one away from drawing level with Nigel Martin on 273 appearances for Leeds United. And a couple of things, of course, to look out for. I actually thought this might get broken on Saturday afternoon, Saturday lunchtime. Yes, Huddersfield were 4 up at half time. 5,998 league goals. Will we get the 6,000th league goal on Friday evening? If so, who will score it? And another little stat to keep an eye on, we have won 1,983 games in our history. That's all competitions from Championship League One, Johnson Paints Trophy, Charity Shield, Full Members Cup, etc., etc. We're 17 away from 2,000. Now, if we were to get 17 victories between now and the end of the season, hopefully that will take us all the way back to the Premier League, and just some sort of goals to look out for at the moment in time. Patrick Bamford, who at the moment he's on 51 goals for Leeds United, which is an unbelievable effort for PB. Hopefully, if he can get on the score sheet as well. And another player start to watch out for, Ilhan Meslier. He's on 140 appearances at the moment. He draw level with Danny Mills on Friday evening, one behind another goalkeeper in Casper Ankergren. I always like to finish off with a prediction. I think it's a very tough game, this one, for both sides. I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm not going to try and break the fence. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think it'll be a very entertaining game between two very highly charged outfits in a very, very good top-of-the-table clash in the Championship. And then I'll be eyes over to St Andrews to watch Birmingham versus Ipswich Town on Saturday afternoon. So, yeah, I'm going for Leeds United to get a point by finishing Leicester City 1, Leeds United 1.
There you go, folks. Some interesting stats to keep an eye on going tomorrow. I'm really excited about the 6,000th league goal. 2 goals, all we need to hit the 6,000 one. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to hit that mark. It would be great to do it tomorrow. I think we might. And also, when did you think you were going to hear Roque Jr.'s name mentioned again in the video? Well, there you go. Interesting to see. Leeds only had 3 wins in the King Power, as Andy said. So, can we make a 4 tomorrow? What your score predictions? I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think it will be a tight game. I think we might just have enough to get a draw in this. I think a point away from home would be huge. It'll give us those 2 goals as well to get to that 6,000th goal mark. So interesting to see. That's going to be it for us, folks. Thanks very much, as always, for watching. I will see you over the weekend probably, and back on Monday morning for more Leeds news. Fingers crossed for 3 points. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.